Hi, I'm Sides. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to show you some really cool creative vocal tricks that you can do in Logic Pro without spending any money. Yes, you can do all of these tricks right in Logic Pro. So I really love adding as many tools as I can to my toolbox, and that will make me just a better producer and I'll have more things to choose from. So let's jump right into the DAW and let me show you them. So let me first play you this little ditty I got. This is something that I've just been producing on my own, and it's been really fun. Oh, side note, there's a little bit of random vocals around because I wanted to show you the creative process I'm going to do with them.
You've got a tight grip on my heart. I didn't know life could be so vivid until you gave me my spark. I only saw the world in black and white until you slept in my arms. And you know no matter what you do, I will defend you in my mind. I will love you until the end of time.
Okay, so let's spice this up with some cool creative vocal tricks. So the first thing I want to show you is I have these little O's here. Okay, so something cool I can do is take one of these O's. I'm just going to take that and I'm just going to drag it all the way to the bottom until this window pops up. And now I'm going to select Quick Sampler Optimized. Boom. So now it's in the Quick Sampler, which means I can play it on my MIDI keyboard. So now what I can do is I can click this button, which will stop it from speeding up when I'm going into a higher octave and slowing down when I'm going into a lower octave. The cool thing that you can do now is you can throw on an arpeggiator. So I'm just going to go over to MIDI effects, put in our arpeggiator. And you could just mess around with these knobs until you find something you like. So I can mess around with lowering the rate. I can mess around with jumping around, changing the octaves. And you can even mess around with some of the presets. Let's try another one. So then you can create a really cool vocal chop. So off screen, I messed around with it and this is what I got. And I put this right in this breakdown section. And this is what it sounds like with the track. So you can see it's just a really cool, easy way to add some creativity with Logic Pro plugins. Okay, so the next one I want to show you is using the vocoder. So now what you can do is you can duplicate a piano part. So I'm going to just duplicate these chords. So I'm going to hold down Option and then drag this down and it'll create a duplicate. I just want to change the color of this so I don't get confused. So we'll change these to yellow. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the instrument by just clicking on this little down arrow. and I'm going to select the Vocoder synth. So here's the Vocoder synth. Now what I need to do is I need to sidechain it, and I'm going to sidechain it to my lead vocals. So I'm going to click this, go over to audio, select lead vocal, and then I'm going to select a preset. I like going with one of these. Let's try Clear Voice Vocoder. And now listen to what it sounds like. So I'm going to extend all of these. I want to do a forced legato so it plays every single time I'm singing. So to do a forced legato, all you have to do is do Shift /, well, Command A and then Shift / and select keep. Oh gosh, it's going to do it for all of them. Here we go. Here we go now. Here we go now. Here we go. Go. Hey, must beat the money. I'm just kidding. All right, now this is what it sounds like.
It's a grip on the heart. I don't know I could be so fulfilled until you gave me the spark. I always saw the world go black and white until you slept in my arms.
Oh, the drama. So yeah, so now you can layer those on top of your real vocals like this. This is what it sounds like.
Tight grip on my heart. I didn't know life could be so vivid until you gave me my spark.
Fun. Okay, the next vocal trick you can do. So this is really great for any intros or any builds you want to do. So let's take the last phrase right before the chorus hits. Actually, I'm going to take right before I start singing.
Hi.
So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop this up here. So I'm going to chop. I'm going to press Command D to duplicate. I'm going to hold down Option, click on the vocal, and drag it down to copy and paste quickly. Then I'm going to throw on a reverb. I'm going to go down to Reverb Space Designer. Now, I want to make sure that the size is really big. So it sounds like this. Okay, that's a little too big, but you get the idea. So let's see. Great. So now, when you find something you're happy with, you're going to press Control-Command-B to bounce it in place. You want to make sure this is not checked because we want it to bounce in place with the new reverb on it. So I'm going to press OK. It's going to do its thing. And now we've created this really long audio vocal. So I can just cut the beginnings and the ends. And now what I can do is I can drag this to the start, and I can go over here and I can click reverse, and this is what it sounds like. And it will sound even good like starting the song here. And we can even shorten this. I'm gonna mute these for now.
Got it tight. Got it tight.
Or you can try it to start the song. Kind of have to finesse these things. So basically, you can create risers from your own voice. Let's see what it would sound like right before this chorus. Let me just drag it over here.
Until the end of time.
So the next trick I want to show you is you could side chain a gate to your vocal to create a really cool effect. Let me show you. So I have these kicks, right? I'm just going to select them all and press. I just need like 2 measures. So I'm just going to press J to join. And then I'm going to just hold down Option and just put them in the beginning. I'm just going to move this up higher so we can see these both together. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw on a noise gate over here. Audio Effects, go to Dynamics, go to Noise Gate, And I'm just going to sidechain the audio to the kick. Okay, so now this is what that sounds like. And I can even mute the kick and it'll still work. So I can either mute it and it'll sound like this, or I can keep the kick in and it'll basically duck every single time the kick plays. How cool is that? The next trick I want to show you is using Beat Breaker to create vocal chops. So I just added these little oohs here. And to create vocal chops very quickly, all you have to do is go to Audio Effects, go down to where it says Multi-Effects, select Beat Breaker, and now you can mess around with the time, the repeat, and the volume. So I'm just going to randomly move these around, and it'll sound like this. And then I'm going to go with the repeats and just randomly move these. So this will give it a stuttering effect. And then if you select time and you change the speed of these, you'll actually kind of change the pitch. So let's say I click on this and move this up. Anyways, really fun way to create some vocal chops. You can even go into here, into the presets. Let's try Vox Cut. Wild. So lots of fun things you can try with the Beat Breaker. Okay, the last trick I want to show you is you can automate a filter. So the quickest way to create a filter is to go over here and put on an EQ. You can just put on this EQ and go over to Read and select Latch or Touch. I'm going to go with Touch. And now we're going to select this filter. We're going to move it about to over here, which will cut all of the lows. So it'll create kind of like a telephony sound. And then as I press play, I'm going to open it up. So check it out.
Got a tight grip on my heart. I didn't know love could be so vivid until you gave me my spark. I only saw the world in black and white until you slept in my arms. And you know no matter what you do, I will defend you in my mind. I will love you until the end of time.
So when you're done with that, you always want to make sure you go back to Read so it won't keep automating. And now if you press A and you go down and you can see the low frequency, you can see your automations here. How cool is that? So you can further change it if you want, but this is what it sounds like.
tight grip on my heart. I didn't know life could be so vivid until you gave me my spark. I only saw the world in black and white until you slept in my arms. And you know no matter what you do, I will defend you in my mind. I will love you until the end of time.
So it's a pretty cool little trick. I really hope these vocal tips inspire you in your new creation. I'm Sides. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting 2 videos every week, and it means the world to me if you subscribe. I'm also writing a weekly newsletter where I share my biggest tips for mindset, music, marketing, and money. The sign-up link is in the caption, and I will see you next time.